You get a fever, you take a pill. You cut your finger, you clean it. You break a bone, someone takes an x-ray. Now, take all of that away. No doctor, no antibiotics, no painkillers, no clean hospital bed. For most of human history, one small wound could become the thing that killed you. So how did anyone survive? Let's be honest about what ancient humans were facing. The human body is amazing, but it is also fragile. A sharp stone can slice your foot. A bad tooth can swell your jaw. A broken leg can turn you from useful hunter into someone who cannot move with the group. And back then, there was no ambulance, no pharmacy, no emergency room. Medicine was not a building. Medicine was whatever kept you alive until tomorrow. The first medical idea was probably simple pressure. You bleed, someone presses the wound. They did not know about arteries or blood vessels. They just saw that pressing slowed the bleeding. That is how knowledge begins. Someone gets hurt. Someone tries something. If it works, the group remembers. Then came fire. Fire was not just warmth, it was one of the first survival tools against sickness. It cooked meat, kept insects away, gave light, and heated stones, or water. Humans did not understand germs, but they understood results. Rotten food made people sick. Dirty wounds smelled bad. Cooked food was safer than meat crawling with flies. They only knew what happened, but the real enemy was infection. Pain was terrible, but pain was not always what killed you. The danger came later, when a small cut turned red, swollen, hot, and full of pus, when a bite started to smell, when a toothache moved into the jaw, when a fever took over and nobody knew if the person would wake up again. Before antibiotics, infection was a countdown you could not see. So humans used the world around them. Plants were the first pharmacy. Leaves, bark, roots, sap, moss, clay, animal fat, honey, and bitter herbs became part of the experiment. Some did nothing. Some probably made things worse, but some worked well enough to be remembered. Willow bark can reduce pain. Honey can help protect wounds. Moss and plant fibers can absorb blood. Clay can dry and cover damaged skin. Pine resin can seal small cuts and hold coverings in place. Nobody learned that from a textbook. They learned it because somebody was desperate. Someone tried the wrong plant and died. Someone tried the right one and lived. The tribe remembered both. And the strongest evidence is not written down. It is inside bones. Archaeologists have found ancient skeletons with serious healed injuries. Broken arms that fused back together. Damaged legs that repaired. Skulls with wounds that healed around the edges. That matters because a healed fracture is not just a medical fact. It is a social fact. If your leg breaks badly, you cannot hunt. You cannot run. You cannot carry water. Alone, you die. So when a skeleton shows that someone survived a serious injury, it means someone helped them. Someone fed them. Someone protected them. Someone waited while they healed. The first hospital was the group. One famous example comes from Shanidar Cave in Iraq, where researchers found Neanderthal remains showing severe injury and long survival after disability. One individual appears to have lived for years with major physical problems. Whatever every detail means, the big message is clear. This was not someone surviving alone like a superhero. This was someone kept alive by others. That changes the whole story. Ancient humans did not survive without doctors because they were magically tougher than you. They survived because humans are cooperative animals. We carry the injured, we share food. We sit with the sick. We remember what helped last time. We turn pain into information. Children learned this early. A child watching an elder clean a wound was watching medicine. A teenager helping hold a broken arm still was watching medicine. A grandmother knowing which root helped stomach pain was medicine. There was no classroom, no diploma, no white coat. The body was the textbook, and every scar was a lesson. Then there were injuries that plants could not fix. Broken bones had to be straightened, wounds had to be closed, teeth had to be pulled or endured until the pain stopped one way or another. And this is where ancient medicine gets terrifying, because humans started doing surgery long before anesthesia. Trepanation is one of the strangest examples. Across different ancient cultures, people made holes in human skulls. Sometimes it was ritual, sometimes it may have treated head injuries, pressure, seizures, or pain. The wild part is that many skulls show healing around the hole, which means the person did not always die. They survived someone scraping or cutting into their skull with ancient tools. Think about that for a second. You get nervous before a dentist appointment. Your ancestor might have had someone open their skull and then lived long enough for the bone to grow back. Now, ancient medicine was not safe. Brutal and uncertain.